What's up, everybody? In this episode, we're going to compare the Reignmakers UFC contest with the regular DFS UFC contest to see if it's actually worth it to participate in these contests money-wise. And we're going to see ways that we can fix this moving forward. Hope you enjoy. All right, guys, so we're going to take a look at the numbers here. First things first, here's a list of this. This was 2 weeks ago, the Brazil card, Hill and Teixeira. So real quick, these were about the closing values of every card. How do you say it? Within reason, right? These aren't perfectly accurate, but these are somewhat of the closing numbers that I have recorded. So through the whole roster, the average, we're looking at the averages here. I'll tell you why in a little bit. So for the commons, the average for a card was about $3. The average for the rare was $10. And the average for the E, what does E stand for? Elite, $47. We're looking at these numbers here. And these numbers are important because we're looking at the numbers in the core contest, which is here, rare and elite. So the core contest, we had 2,859 participants, and the prize pool was 200K. 200K, yeah, we wish, right? 20K. So the pool was 20K. So if you divide the 20K by the 2,859, you come up with this number, which is $7. That's basically saying if you participated, if you're one of these 2,859 participants, your ticket into it, which was your lineup, was $7. Was worth $7. What are you saying? Without the rake. Rake is the amount of money that DraftKings takes to wet their beak so they can keep the business running. Usual DFS contest, the rake, I did the calculations down here, is 16%. It's about 60% usual rake. So in this case, I bumped it up to 20% because I do know these cards have a little bit more value beyond just the contest. Most of their value is derived from the contest, but there are collection challenges and the weekly and monthly leaderboards and whatnot. It's a little more hard to compute the value of those things, and those things will become less valuable as this product grows because there's going to be more competition. So we're looking purely at the contest here. With the 20% rake, we're looking at $8.39 is your lineup should be worth for your core lineups. That's kind of crappy because what's 3 times 5? How did I come up with this? Oh, because there's decimals here. It's not completely okay. That makes sense. It's 2.6 because this. Okay, we're getting too technical here. So 2.6. So, and these are nice numbers, right? This 2.6 is nice number because are you really playing these guys? You know what I mean? Are you really playing the bottom of the bucket? You're mostly playing these guys up here, right? And this average would be a lot higher. Jalton himself was $15, which is almost double of what our tickets should be worth. So what this is saying, so with our average 2.6 times 5 common cards, we're on average spending $13 on this. More than that, but this is being nice. $13 is being nice. What we should be spending, our cap should be $8.39 with a 20% rake, if that makes any sense. I don't know how else to explain that. The rake, I already explained the rake. DraftKings takes a rake. That's a must. With the 20% rake, slightly higher than the regular DFS contest, you should be only spending $8.39, which is pretty difficult to do considering the prices that the core cards are at. What I'm trying to say is you're better off, for your value, for the value of your money, you're better off just playing DFS, the regular DFS contest. Your money will go further playing those contests than these Reignmakers. That's not to say the fun of it, the collection of it. I do know they're bringing in burn mechanisms. That's going to come with later on the video of solutions that fix this. So moving on, we're going to speed right through these. Same concept as rare The rare, we're looking at 1952 per entry with the 20% rake. That's 2343. With the average, we're looking at 2 rares and 3 cores, 2870. So a little better than the core, but still we're still overpaying it slightly. Elite, 9786 per entry with the 20% rake, 117. With the average 125. Again, these numbers are super nice because are you really playing these cards? The average is taken into account these bottom cards, which is really drastically different. So the taking it for example, elite, the Shamil's $10 for the elite. The Jalton $149. That's a ridiculous amount of difference. I know that's an extreme case, but that's just to prove the point of how difference the bottom is to the top. It's very top heavy, which most people are playing because there is no salary cap. People are just, it's just what your budget is, right? So this is if you have unlimited budget, you'd be like, all right, just buy all the most expensive cards. But is it really that worth it? Looking at the numbers here, I think you're better off using those that budget for regular DFS contests. What that goes without saying that you do know how to play a DFS contest. Watch this channel, and this is what this channel is all about, is to teach you guys how to play those DFS contests. But those are the money. Looking at the numbers, money-wise, financially, it is wiser to play DFS contests over these Reignmakers. Looking purely at them, that's not to go without saying don't play it. I still play it. I play this personally. I've mentioned this in the past, and I still think we're at this phase. Things could change. This is more of a market. If you want to make money in the market, buy and sell, look for value and sell it. Sell the cards when they go up. So that's it with that. That's why I wanted to show the numbers. Now, as far as solutions, number one, cap the amount of entries. Right now it's unlimited, so anybody could play. So cap it, and it's gonna get worse as time goes on because more people are gonna be entering it, you would assume, rather than people leaving. Is borrowing, some mishap, or assuming this is going to be a successful product. So this cap it to where it is only a 16% rake, so just equate it to the DFS regular contest. That's the one solution. I think that's very important. I hope that they do that. I feel like that would be very how do you say it? Very valuable to us. The right word is slipping my mind. So cap it to where it's a 16% rate, nothing above it, because then you'd be like, all right, well then just play the DFS contest, because you're basically giving your money to DraftKings at that point. Number two, basically I'm looking at two solutions. One, cap the contest. Number two, give more utility to the cards. I know there is collection rewards, the weekly leaderboard, the monthly leaderboard, things like that. There's a burn mechanism that's going to be introduced later that they've promised us. So I'm interested to see how that goes. Hopefully that brings more value to the cards themselves, because if you bring more value to the cards themselves, then the rate can go up a little bit, because we're getting value elsewhere as opposed to just strictly in the contest. So those two things, cap the contest and give more utility to the cards. I feel like it would make it a little more worth it to participate in the contest. I hope you enjoyed these videos. I'm gonna start making them shorter. I know I tend to ramble on. I'm doing it right now, but I'll stop it right now. Thanks for watching.